You FIDA well-wishers, and I know all of you who are here are well-wishers to FIDA, to contribute generously to FIDA House. Will be displayed in our Hall of Human Rights at the entrance of FIDA House. So your gallant efforts will always be recognized in FIDA House. And anytime you pop in, you will recognize that you are one of those people who put a brick to building FIDA House and building human rights in Uganda. We appreciate every contribution that has been made to FIDA. FIDA undertakes to continue bearing the torch in the fight for human rights for the vulnerable groups in our society, in Africa, and the world. Thank you so much for coming, ladies and gentlemen. And I now call upon Honorable Sarah. I think we'll have a short interlude of music before we go on to our next item. Thank you for listening.
In addition to standing by human rights, Ugandan men actually are very musically gifted. And if we had time, you would be able to sample that right here. But we have a short musical interlude by a renowned Ugandan artist called Jamal. And the reason why we have chosen his music is because it resonates with the FIDA message. One of his popular songs is called Abachara Maitabazia. And although guest of honor, I know that you understand Luganda perfectly well, I will still go ahead to interpret for the rest of our guests. It goes, I call women heroes because they are the ones who understand most problems. They withstand them, yet they keep quiet about it. They are my heroes. I see them in social places. Somebody brings them there and leaves them there. Others are kicked out of their marriages without their children. And they tell them to go away because they do not have a plan. And by then, aged, and nobody admires them. They cannot start another marriage. I call them heroes. Indeed, you are heroes. I call women heroes because they are the ones who withstand most problems. They withstand them, yet they keep quiet about them. They are my heroes. Our guest of honor, a musical interlude for your benefit.
Chimaro
he assures me that there will actually be a small dance floor. So just a wonder the next time you come and you listen to this beautiful song, you'll be actually able to shake a leg to it. We're going to listen to one more song by the same artist, Jamal. And in that time, I encourage you to look at the bricks you've been given and to use the tool that's inside that brick envelope and you know, inscribe your brick today, because there's no better day. The sun is shining and it's a beautiful day. So one more song from our musical interlude, and we will proceed with the program of the day. Thank you. We'll do the citation of our guest of honor, the Chief Justice of the Republic of Kenya, and invite our guest of honor to make his address and to lay the foundation stone. Sir.
Our guest of honor, the Chief Justice of Kenya, members of the diplomatic corps present, honorable justices, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and my fellow FIDA colleagues present here today. The road to justice is one fraught with many challenges. It is a path for those with a commitment of purpose, a reasonable focus of mind, a determination of the soul, and sacrifice with humanity. Dr. Mutunga has been an ardent activist for the cause of justice, respect for human rights, and human dignity as far back as his university days, and possibly further. He is among those Kenyans who have made sacrifices in their personal, academic, and professional lives towards what Kenyans today refer to as their second liberation struggle. As Martin Luther King Jr. said, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Dr. Mutunga's actions have epitomized this belief. He has advocated for the rights of all people, especially the marginalized, with the understanding that to protect the rights of those who are least amongst us, those we fear, those we do not understand, even those who have done us harm, is to protect our own rights. This particular appreciation of the law and its institutions remains a complex challenge in nation building and development on the African continent. Constitutional development in Africa
still poses challenges, and particularly in establishing constitutions for our nations that will stand the test of time. The protracted constitutional reform process in Kenya has set its own precedents, and we wish to acknowledge the intellectual contribution that Dr. Mutunga made towards the successful enactment of the Constitution of Kenya. We have no doubt that he will faithfully uphold the principles therein and foremost the representation of women. Dr. Mutunga's journey to the chair of Chief Justice may possibly remain the most arduous to this office for a long time to come. Dr. Mutunga experienced extensive opprobrium, malicious accusations, and scrutiny of his personal life and character, which went beyond the known boundaries of the parliamentary process of approving a Chief Justice, and indeed went beyond the bounds of propriety and respect. Yet he endured it all with exemplary courage, dignity, and grace, and without compromising his own principles and beliefs. While the process was not without fault, we applaud all those men and women who stood to be interviewed in an appointment process that has set new parameters for transparency and good governance in the African region. We equally commend the government, parliament, and citizens of Kenya for the strides made in strengthening of their institutions of justice and governance. To Dr. Mutunga, the cause of human rights and justice for all people is not just an act of conscience, but an act of faith. It's in the capacity of citizens from all walks of life to appreciate and uphold the principles of democracy, of integrity, of tolerance, of peace, and of justice. The internationally acclaimed support for Dr. Mutunga's nomination was equally an act of faith. Faith in the intellect, vision, and character of Dr. Mutunga, and faith in his ability to reform and rejuvenate the Kenyan legal and justice system and to guide the implementation of the new constitution. The appointment of Dr. Mutunga is an acclamation of the continued pursuit for justice, and for all of us, it has become our standard beacon. Mutunga, in his former capacity as the regional director of the Ford Foundation, has been a true friend. We in FIDA Uganda owe Dr. Mutunga and the Ford Foundation an immeasurable debt of gratitude for their support through good and difficult times. It is therefore our admiration of those rare qualities of academic excellence, honor, and humanity. It is our gratitude to those who have stood with FIDA through thick and thin and share our aspirations for the cause of mankind. It is our recognition and respect for integrity, justice, and human rights that the trustees of FIDA Uganda could find no better ally to honor this function than the Honorable Chief Justice of Kenya. All our distinguished guests, I would like to ask you to please join me in a round of applause to congratulate Dr. Mutunga on his appointment and to welcome the Honorable Chief Justice of Kenya to FIDA Uganda. Dr. Mutunga, you're most welcome.
Have problems with the protocols because I always manage to forget some dignitary to the process. But let me try. Let me start with FIDA members. My FIDA members, the president,